It's moving so quickly.
It is a significant area of concern.
And how, I'm curious as to whether you agree with that, how you see that even playing out on Twitter with people who, who knows, somebody could, look like you and or me and use our voice. I don't know what it could be.
Oh, that is happening big time. So the reason that I'm asking people to be verified on Twitter and that we're saying, okay, verification means you've got a phone number from a reputable carrier, which means that you've at least passed through whatever their security mechanisms are, that you have a credit card, so you now have passed through whatever security mechanisms the credit card company has, and that there's some small amount of money paid per month. That set of actions significantly increases the cost of fake accounts, and with the latest AI, it can bypass basically every test for are you a human. So then how do you know that a million accounts were created? How do you know that those are people?
I don't know. How do you?
Exactly. You have to do account verification. And the thing that makes I sort of put myself in a position of like, if it was my goal to manipulate public opinion and create millions of accounts and make it seem as though a topic was trending, and that this is actually what the public believes. But in order to do so, I had to get a million phone numbers, a million credit card numbers, and pay $8 a month.
Right.
And have that all not be traceable and clustered. I would say it's impossible. Impossible. So the goal of the sort of Twitter verification is fundamentally to prevent AI manipulation of the system.
Got it. Final question on Twitter. Walter Isaacson, your biographer, he said your big goal for Twitter is disrupting the banking industry.
Well,
is that accurate?
I'd say that's a look. First of all, I don't want to disrupt something for the sake of disrupting it. It's more like if there is a better product, that's great. But I'm not out for disruption for the sake of disruption. I'm like, if we can make a product that improves quality of life for people that they find more useful, that's great. What people see in PayPal is sort of like a halfway. It's frankly sort of a half-baked version of what it could be. And so I think there's potential to create a more efficient financial system. And here we can get, again, quite esoteric into sort of information theory. But the actual financial system today is a heterogeneous set of databases running on mainframes in COBOL that still engage in batch processing. It's really quite very inefficient. So things are still not real time, and so it's possible to have a much more efficient, homogeneous real-time data system. Money is just information, and so but that's not like the only reason. It's just a thing that would be, I think, poetic to fulfill ultimately the vision that I had for X over 23 years ago, and actually see that come to fruition would be nice. But there are many other things for Twitter. It's not just financial stuff.
Well, you talk about enhancing humanity. I'm curious then about AI, which many people say will lead to great productivity gains. You showed those robots. I mean, I can imagine what they conceivably could do when powered by AI. But I'm also curious, because you've certainly been concerned, what percentage do you give the chance that it will destroy humanity?
Well, the advent of artificial general intelligence is called a singularity because it is so hard to predict what will happen after that. I think it's very much a double-edged sword. I think there's a strong probability that it will make life much better, and that we'll have an age of abundance. And there's some chance that it goes wrong and destroys humanity. Hopefully that chance is small, but it's not zero. And so I think we want to take whatever actions we can think of to minimize the probability that AI goes wrong.
And you've called for a pause, along with a number of other people.
Yes, look, when I called for
Yeah,
a friend of mine, Max Tegmark, is a physicist at MIT. Wanted me to sign on to the letter, and it's like I knew it would be futile.
It is futile.
It's futile. I knew it would be futile. I just want to call it like it's one of those things. Well, for the record, I recommended that we pause.
Okay.
Did I think there would be a pause? Absolutely not.
But you're starting XAI. I think that's what you're calling it, or some new AI effort. How's it going to be different than OpenAI or Alphabet?
This is not the time to this. It's not. We don't have enough time, and nor is this the moment to really talk about it.
Okay.
We will have a launch event, and we will explore the issues in more detail. But I should say that and I mentioned this at the shareholder meeting, that Tesla has actually tremendous capability in real-world AI.
Yes.
In fact, it is very far ahead of anyone.
I know people actually on Twitter prior to our interview were saying, he never gets asked about how advanced his AI is at Tesla. You always talk about the other names.
Tesla AI is it's like there's not. I'm not even sure who's second, frankly.
Why is that? What are people not understanding about what you have, and why are we talking so much about ChatGPT and generative AI at OpenAI and what Microsoft's going to be able to do with it, and not about Tesla?
I don't know. I mean, people do talk about it online. I think Tesla will have sort of a ChatGPT moment. Maybe if not this year, I'd say no later than next year.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. You're going to have a
sort of ChatGPT moment.
Oh, you will. In terms of suddenly it will.
Yeah, suddenly 3 million cars will be able to drive themselves with no one.
Right. It goes back to that. Right.
Yeah, and then 5 million cars, and then 10 million cars. So, and I would also say that if positions were reversed and say, well, in fact, the positions are reversed. For example, Google has Waymo, which is sort of attempting self-driving, and they are able to make self-driving work in a very limited geography with very tightly mapped streets. But as soon as anything goes wrong with those streets, like there's an accident or a parade or road construction, it stops working. Basically, Google is unable to produce a generalized solution to self-driving that works anywhere. They've been trying to do that for a long time. They've been unsuccessful. Tesla basically has that and is far more advanced than Google.
Yeah.
And so if the positions were reversed and we said, okay, Tesla's got to produce a large language model that has output equal to or greater than ChatGPT, or Microsoft OpenAI has to do self-driving, and we flip the tasks, Tesla would win.
You'd win.
Yes.
You have the computing power and everything else you need to do it.
Absolutely.
I'm being told we don't have that much time. Can you give me another 5 minutes? Or
yeah, I think so. I do have a board meeting.
I know.
But 5 minutes is probably fine. So.
Okay, thank you. OpenAI, I mean, you seem somewhat frustrated with them. You were one of the big contributors early on.
The reason I am the reason OpenAI exists.
How much money did you give?
So I'm not sure the exact number, but it's some number on the order of $50 million. So man, fate loves irony next level. So I used to be close friends with Larry Page, and I would stay at his house, and we'd have these conversations long into the evening about AI, and I would be constantly urging him to be careful about the danger of AI, and he was really not concerned about the danger of AI and was quite cavalier about it, and at the time, Google, especially after their acquisition of DeepMind, had 3/4 of the world's AI talent. They had obviously a lot of computers and a lot of money, so it was a unipolar world for AI. And you've got a unipolar world, but the person who controls that does not, or at least did not seem to be concerned about AI safety. that sounded like a real problem. So, and then the final straw was Larry calling me a speciesist for being pro-human consciousness
Oh,
instead of machine consciousness. And I'm like, well, yes, I guess I am. I am a speciesist,
so
and
right. So you helped to the creation of OpenAI. You put in
yeah,
as
so
much as $50 million.
more than helped. It wouldn't exist without me.
It wouldn't exist without you. So
I came up with the name. The name OpenAI refers to open source. So the intent was, what's the okay? So what was the opposite? What's the opposite of Google? Would be an open source nonprofit, because Google is closed source for profit, and that profit motivation can be potentially dangerous. So.
should you have gotten governance for that money? Should you have gotten some level of control, perhaps, in retrospect?
Yeah, I fully admit to being a huge idiot here. So anyway, so OpenAI was like meant to be OpenAI, open as an open source. It was created as a 501c3, and so part of it is also, in the beginning I thought, look, this is probably a hopeless endeavor. How could we possibly compete with how could OpenAI possibly compete with Google DeepMind? I mean, this seemed like an ant against an elephant, which is not a contest. And I was also, I mean, I was instrumental in recruiting the key scientists and engineers, most notably Ilya Sutskever. In fact, Ilya went back and forth several times because he would say he's going to join OpenAI, then Demis would convince him not to, then I would convince him to do so, and this went back and forth several times, and ultimately he decided to join OpenAI, and really Ilya joining was the linchpin for OpenAI being ultimately successful.
So you're very disappointed in what's happened there in terms of it becoming a for-profit. Did you
I
take
would say
any action? Sue them in some way?
I do think that there's some. Look, it does seem weird that something can be a non-profit, open source, and somehow transform itself into a for-profit closed source. I mean, this would be like let's say you funded an organization to save the Amazon rainforest. Instead, they became a lumber company and chopped down the forest and sold it for money. And you'd be therefore like, oh, wait a second, that's the exact opposite of what I gave the money for. Is that legal? That doesn't seem legal. And if it is, and in general, if it is legal to start a company as a nonprofit and then take the IP and transfer it to a for-profit that then makes tons of money, shouldn't everyone start? Shouldn't that be the default? And then I also think it's important to understand the like when push comes to shove, let's say they do create some digital superintelligence, almost godlike intelligence. Well, who's in control? And what exactly is the relationship between OpenAI and Microsoft? And I do worry that Microsoft actually may be more in control than, say, the leadership team at OpenAI realizes. I mean, Microsoft, as part of Microsoft's investment, they have rights to all of the software, all of the model weights, and everything necessary to run the inference system.
So they essentially have a great deal of control.
At any point, Microsoft could cut off OpenAI.
Elon, I'm being told we have to wrap up. Your board has been very
Sure.
patient. I want to end on one AI question. You have a lot of kids. I have some kids. I have one who's actually soon to go into the workforce. I struggle with how to advise him about a career when this technology exists and will only improve. I'm just curious, when you think about advising your children on a career with so much that is changing, what do you tell them is going to be of value?
Well, that is a tough question to answer. I guess I would just say, to sort of follow their heart in terms of what they find interesting to do or fulfilling to do, and try to be as useful as possible to the rest of society. If we do get to the sort of like magic genie situation where you can ask the AI for anything, and let's say it's even the benign scenario. Let's say it's a benign scenario. How do we actually find fulfillment? It's how do we find meaning in life if the AI could do your job better than you can? I mean, if I think about it too hard, it frankly can be dispiriting and demotivating. Because, I mean, I go through. I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into building the companies, and then I'm like, wait, well, should I be doing this? Because if I'm sacrificing time with friends and family that I would prefer to do, but then ultimately the AI can do all these things. Does that make sense? I don't know. To some extent, I have to have deliberate suspension of disbelief in order to remain motivated. So I guess I would say just, work on things that you find interesting, fulfilling, and that contribute some good to the rest of society.
Well, that's a great place to end. There's so much we didn't get to. I hope you'll give me another chance to sit down with you. But Elon, thank you for being so generous with your time. Thanks to your board for waiting as well. And thanks for having us here at this incredible facility. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Pleasure. Carl, I'm going to send it back to you. Board member.
Why? Why can't I talk to her? Thousands of migrants have caught junk fever and set their sights on the city in the search of electronics manufactured around the turn of the century. Undeterred by hazardous conditions and gang violence, these pioneers truly demonstrate the beauty of the American entrepreneurial spirit. Today's closing story. Singhad Studios has announced a new way we, as a society, can care for
Come on, don't drag this out.
What was that?
What? Trying to play gorilla now?
Don't fucking stop! Keep firing! Regroup!
We got soldiers down!
Fucking with our implant!
Try ours today. Don't fucking stop! Keep firing!
What?
30% of recommended daily vitamin.
No hard feelings.
70%.
Come on, don't. Lose it, son!
Grabbing a shotgun!
Bob, he's butchering us!
Oh!
Die already!
¿Ya has visto a Chucky?
Shit, brother!
Gorilla now!
Huh?
Ah! Medic! Losing soldiers here! For the Union! Come on! Now! He's up!
Mercy! I did nothing to you! Ah!
Don't worry. I'll survive. It's been worse. 6 months before vacay. Then it's all down.
God, I feel sick. Don't like this at all. This porcelain bitch is the worst kind of news.
Can you chill for 2 secs? We go in, we talk, we leave. That's it.
Hanako-sama ga omachi da. She emptied the place. Shit.
Excellent. You have come.
Let's step to it then.
Before we discuss details, I feel I owe you an explanation. I must tell you why I changed my mind and wish to help.
Weren't sure of anything. If you could trust me, if Yorinobu killed your father. Now...
I knew. From the start.
You... knew?
All the board members knew. Not one soul even slightly interested in the matter believed in the poisoning. Details were disparate, inconsistent.
You knew, but didn't do a thing about it. Why? Suddenly sprout a conscience just yesterday?
My father had flaws. I know this. I harbor no illusions about it. When a foe needed removal, my father ordered it without a thought to mercy. A way of being Yorinobu could not abide. But to my father, ends ever justified means. Saburo Arasaka has always valued just one thing. Do you know what it is?
No idea.
Family. Yori, I do not expect you to understand. I wish you merely to know I do not oppose my brother willingly. That it is difficult.
Mm-hmm. He's your brother. It's been hard. It'll be hard. Let's say I get that. What changed your mind?
We received a warning during the parade. Security protocols were violated. The first doubts sprouted then. They grew yet greater in your hideout, when my brother's assault group arrived not to rescue, but to kill.
Yorinobu was just plain willing to sacrifice you.
My father was right about my brother. He never cared for us. I was brought up to be the heart of the family. It is time.
Of course I didn't bring Soul Killer. Afraid we don't know each other that well.
You prefer to keep your guard up. Understandable, but unnecessary. We are here because I know how to save your life. I can lead you to Mikoshi.
Meaning? Mikoshi don't exist in real space.
Yet its access points do, and one is very near.
Where?
Here in Night City, beneath Arasaka Tower.
We ought to leave. Right now.
Wanna leave?
This is gonna be a disaster.
Sit. We have little time. Sit. We have little time.
Sure know how to prick up my ears. Go on, talk.
My brother.
You catch a whiff of that? Smells like shit. Careful not to step in it.
He must be made to take responsibility for his deeds.
Just say it. Be easier that way.
I want him punished.
Still vague. You want him dead.
I want the Arasaka Corporation to know the truth.
How you plan to do this?
Yorinobu,
花子様、そろそろご自宅にお戻りいただいて。
すぐに済むわ。Yorinobu will soon call a meeting.
Testify. Listen, mind if I'm straight with you?
Help me get rid of Yorinobu.
Offer's intriguing.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's... Don't delay. Make your decision.
No.
You could use some air. Right now. I warned you.
What? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm showing you what it's like to feel fucking trapped. Asked you, warned you, but you've insisted on not giving a shit. Now this porcelain cunt's gonna use you in her fancy scheme.
Fuck off. I haven't agreed to anything
But
yet.
I know you still don't understand how these leeches operate. She met you face to face. She revealed her plan. She saw...
Got any other ideas? I'd love to hear them. No? Then shut up and back off!
Hey, you'd better relax.
I am fine.
Great, you checking out again?
What am I?
No, it's not what you think. Not yet, anyway.
Easy there. Don't move just yet.
Vic?
You're in pain, I know. Delirious when you arrived, so I had to dose you with beta-haloperidol. But light oversensitivity's a good sign. Means your optic nerves aren't damaged.
My head.
Almost done. Stabilizing the biochip.
Feels like...
Someone's using your head as a knife block?
How'd I get here?
Dragged yourself here, beat to hell and back. Gave Misty a hell of a fright. Then you shoved my patient at the time off the table and demanded you be treated immediately.
Tell him it was your guardian angel.
Huh?
I, wasn't completely myself.
I know. And that's a bit worrying.
Order a weaker poison next time.
This ain't no joke, kid. As I see it, there won't be a next time. All right. That should be a little better. Try sitting up. Carefully.
I'll try. I think I'm getting some feeling back.
Slowly.
Another victory for the history books. If you got something to say, Vic, just say it.
How much longer is this going to go on?
You tell me.
Looking at you, not long at all. Next attack, you won't be able to crawl back here. You'll flatline in some back alley. This is your last chance to take matters into your own hands. Understand?
I know, Vic. I'll try. Soon.
No, you'll do it now. Now, see that setup over there?
Uh-huh.
You'll find something there that'll help you end this on your own terms. If you can manage to cross those few yards, the rest will be up to you and you alone.
On your own terms, huh? Really subtle there, Doc.
Enough, Johnny. I just gotta think about it. Need to stretch your noodle? Fine.
Just
not in this basement.
V, Christ, you're talking out loud.
Out loud? What?
Just go fix this thing.
Think I can do it.
Whatever you decide, let's make sure to get out of here first.
Hey, V, I heard. Well, your thoughts?
Shouldn't have had to. Sorry about that.
No need to be. I know what's going on. And I know it won't be easy. For either of you. If you don't want to decide here, I know a much better place.
Sure, lead the way. Why is this spot special?
I took Jackie there once. It's not far.
Jackie? What's he got to do with any of this?
You'll see. Come on. Top floor. He had the same glum face.
Who, Jack?
This is it, Chica. I'm done for.
Doesn't sound like the Jackie I knew.
That was a long time ago. His mom had just found out he'd signed up with the Valentinos. Trust me. Senora Wells on one shoulder, your gang Chumbas on the other. No choice can ever seem right.
Mm-hmm.
Life wasn't easy for my Jackie, but he found the courage to bet on himself. After.
Ah, that's more like it. Air.
See that? I come here when I need to get away. Be alone with my thoughts.
She's onto something. Ought to sit, mull through some shit yourself.
Thanks, Misty. You were right. Choice spot. So what did Jackie decide up here?
Oh, you know. Gonna be a legend in this city. And I'm gonna leave you alone now. Take your time.
Fucking scared me, know that? Thought you were on your way out.
No, still here.
For now. You know, should call anyone you want to say goodbye to.
Worst case scenario. That what you expect?
No. But whatever you decide, risk's gonna be high. If things don't go our way. Just fuck.
No, not really my style. Goodbyes.
You do you. Come a long way to get here, haven't we? Just think. It all started...
Mm-hmm. Then he tried to kill me.
Exactly what I mean. Here we are now, together, soaking in this vista of Night City. My only... cooperating with monsters like them.
Think it's worth taking a chance in Arisaka.
The fuck was that? God, how you so fucking stubborn?
Inherited your finer traits.
you absolutely sure? No going back on this, you know.
Yeah, just don't freak out.
Honestly, couldn't give a gnat's shit. Got a feeling you're gonna and the moment that dawns, I won't be there to help.
Could be my last ride this. If it don't work out, just want to be there for it. Where? See you inside Mikoshi. Johnny? Okay, just me now.
At last.
Your offer. I accept.
You took your time. In the interim, Yorinobu has made his move.
What do you mean?
My brother has made me his guest at his residence in North Oak.
Locked you in.
Yes. His people watch over me for my safety.
Yeah? Well, I'll get you out. Can be pretty persuasive.
I thank you. Where are you?
At Victor's, my Ripper Dock, back behind a small shop called Misty's Esoterica.
I will send someone for you. They will drive you to the residence. Then we shall visit my brother together at Arasaka Tower.
Is that you, V? Or...
Yeah, it's me.
So,
Waiting for my driver.
come inside. We'll wait together. Since you have to wait, mind if I give you a reading?
Sure, why not?
Some believe uncertainty is an evil that should be dispelled through divination. Others claim it's change that is evil. But that isn't true either. Every minute of every day, we each become someone new. We shouldn't fear change itself, but only who we might change into. Knowing one's path is most important. I devised this layout especially for you and Johnny. Your future is his future, and vice versa.
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll start with you, V. The Fool.
What a surprise.
Let's dig deeper to find its meaning here. The Fool symbolizes the start of a journey, the announcement of something new. It's the inner child, curious of the world, but also naive and reckless. Sounds a lot like the V I first met. The Magician. A person of great talent and charisma. The Devil.
Got another deck lying around? A cheerful one.
This is no joke, V. An inverted devil symbolizes subjugation, losing control, aggression, evil, a power struggle. Whatever you're planning, treat this as a warning.
Okay.
The Moon.
Well...
that's for you. Wait.
Think I don't.
So, this is where Arasaka's finest technology wound up. Charming. Where's the Ripper? Telling fortunes from rat bones in the back?
That's right. Matter of fact, just foretold I'd break your shit-spewing jaw. Remember the last time I did that, I trust.
I do. But I also recall what we spoke of that day. The construct in your head, and how it could affect decision-making. The same construct that, in its former life, detonated 2 nuclear warheads inside Arasaka Town.
I got...
We're almost there. Why has she not called?
Who? Hanako?
I fail to see what you and your sharp wits are doing here. Or why I am here. Driving Master V.
Easy on her, all right? Don't want to damage the fucking wheels.
What am I? Your chauffeur? I didn't agree to this.
Neither did I, matter of fact. So just shut up and drive.
Now for the fun part. The limo is Arasaka, but there will be guards past the checkpoint. Try to act natural. Or rather, just be still and calm, and this will all go smoothly. Is everything in order?
No one is allowed onto the estate.
Jesus Christ! Have you gone absolutely mental? Blast it all.
What now?
They won't let us anywhere near her.
Have to plow right through them, then.
Knock yourself out. You fetch Hanako, I'll sort out the AV.
I am in the bedroom in the central part of the building. Anders, you get the AV. But first, we must neutralize the 4 guards. V, is your task clear?
Uh-huh. We neutralize.
I will obstruct their communications so that no support arrives.
Damn it! That's enough! Where are you? Hey, shit! Enemy contact! I'm engaging!
I believe. Yes, that is the last of your noblest people. I await.
I'm nearing the residence.
Good. Land by the pool. These people. They.
Did what we had to.
This is why I have remained outside, uninvolved. So as not to have made decisions such as these. Yet now. I believe a war has just begun.
War is a bit much, isn't it? Though a loaded word for any Arasaka.
Is that what you believe?
Just counting bodies. You and me and Hellman makes 3. Actually 2.5.
Oda would be here if you had not.
It was him or me, Hanako. Anyway, against all Arasaka and its armies, that's not much.
My brother is not all of Arasaka. Not yet, at least. He knows this well. It is the reason he surrounds himself with criminals like Adam.
That's supposed.
My father. Please. Is it not too early for champagne? But if it helps you calm down, does anyone else have trembling hands?
Why not? Might help clear my head. Weird. It's flavorless.
What is strange is that this has only happened now.
Meaning what?
Your central nervous system. It's a shambles. You will lose your hearing next, and then your sight. I don't mean to rush you.
Well, no time to waste then.
Once Yorinobu has been dealt with, we shall attend to your needs. Did you prepare everything?
Quite.
Oh, fuck.
Will he manage?
He should.
I'll be fine.
This way.
Probably won't get another chance.
To do what?
To fill me in on your plan.
What if I have none?
Don't play dumb with me, Hanako.
You and Takemura had a plan the day of the parade. Moments later, you had nothing. Your plan was in tatters. And yet we are here now. Do you know why? Because sometimes you have to look the truth in the eye. Back then, that is what I did, thanks to you. You have a very honest look.
That's how we're swinging the Arasaka board? You want me to stare at them?
Weapon at the ready.
If my charms don't work, we go for more tried and tested methods. I see what you're getting at.
You have yet to see. As do they all.
Where are we actually going?
This is one of Arasaka's most closely guarded secrets.
Hang on, is this...
Father's office. A faithful replica of the original in Tokyo. He ordered one made in every Arasaka branch on the planet. Every last detail, every item, arranged as if he could navigate it blind. That is the way he is, meticulous, fastidious.
Was.
I beg your pardon?
Meant to say was.
Symbols are more resilient than you think. The question is, if the faction leaders remain loyal to Arasaka values, and if they will find the courage to admit their mistake.
Honestly, wishful thinking at best. My testimony's worth shit here. Not as if you've got much leverage either.
We shall soon know. Come.
We're going down.
I told you. Mikoshi can be accessed only from a room beneath Arasaka Tower. Before we interrupt this board meeting, we must do one more thing.
Huh? Keep getting this weird feeling you're not telling me the whole truth.
Because I am not telling you the whole truth. I am cautious.
Thought you said we trusted each other.
There is trust between us now. That is why you are here. So earlier, soon after you abducted me, I sought his counsel.
Whose?
Father's. His office is not the only replica he created.
What? Fuck me, Dizzy.
さらには娘の誘拐に加担し、今度は息子を葬り去ろうとしている。荒坂に随分と恨みがあるようだな。
Never signed up for this.
I could not reveal anything until now.
Bullshit.
V, you are being disrespectful.
Why am I here?
お前を自らの目で見てみたかった。
Because...
ごくありふれた人間が時に重要な役割を担う。運命のいたずらとでも言うべきか。生と死、その狭間にガラスがある。私たちの使命はその境界を限り、お前はその
Doing this for myself, not about to end up.
大胆さと傲慢さの境界。さて、時間を無駄。準備はいいぞ、花子。始めろ。
お父様。It is done.
Let's get out of here. Johnny, fuck no, not now.
It won't be much longer, V. Will you stay with us?
Growing weaker by the minute. We gotta hurry.
Indeed we do. Dire moments are upon us.
These your people?
In a manner of speaking.
Meaning?
To what extent they have faith in me or my money, I do not know.
Guess it'd be all the same to them, wouldn't it?
You are never one to mince words.
That's why you brought me here. Anyway, motivations aside, what's important is that they shoot in the right direction.
As a last resort, and only then.
You mean when the board rejects every word out of our mouths?
If, not when.
Then what? Need me to neutralize them too?
Keep your weapon at hand, and do not utter a word until I ask you to. No matter what happens, you must trust me.
It's an island. Just one.
With 12,000 inhabitants.
We could relocate them. Archipelago, you know, so there are other islands.
Who is this person?
I am late. Apologies.
Hanako, what are you doing here?
My brother, where is he?
He told us to start without him.
Then, begin without him, we shall.
Begin what?
The removal of Yorinobu from his position as
Did I hear you correctly? Hanako.
May I? Everyone's waiting.
This is outrageous.
Much obliged.
Yorinobu murdered my father and exploited his death to justify his warmongering. And you knew of this. All of you.
Fascinating.
Absurd! Careful what you say.
Yes, indeed. Worse than nothing else. Is this all you have?
I have an eyewitness.
It's true, all of it. Saw it with my own eyes.
What did you see?
I saw Yorinobu strangle Saburo Arasaka.
More interesting with each minute.
A serious accusation, admittedly, but nothing more.
If our testimony is not enough, perhaps you will listen to my father.
Oh. Arasaka-sama.
いずれにせよ彼にも役員である者たちがなんと情けない。お前には
Arasaka-sama,
見たところ
It's...
Arasaka-sama.
花子の死花
Objection.
What the hell's happening?
Clearly, someone objects.
What? Is it you? I asked! They're here!